is joining me today and she's going to be cooking dolmades from scratch. I've never made them. I've wanted to know how to make them, so it's a good day today.
This isn't just anyone's recipe, Juzzy. These are Yiayia Sofia's dolmades, and I think my mum has a competitive edge.
Nice one.
Yes, it's all in her secret herb combination. So let's get straight into them.
Okay.
I'm going to get you to chop up the herbs. So we have parsley, mint and dill. Now, I call that her triple threat. That's what makes hers better than everyone else's. So dill is stronger than the other herbs, so we probably need a couple of tablespoons, but you can chop up all the parsley and mint.
Sure can.
And then here I've been sautéing some onions. So we've got some grated onion and some spring onion. Now just add a little bit of cumin to that to flavour our onion. And a pinch of sea salt. It's always good to add some salt when you're frying the onions just to bring out that moisture, stop them from burning.
Yes.
So you need to saute that for about 5 minutes.
Okay.
And then to this, what we add is our minces. Now, today we're going to use a combination of pork and beef mince. I find using 2 minces gives you a well-rounded flavour.
Yeah. And pork's got that lovely fattiness to it, so they're not going to dry out as they cook.
So what you don't want with your dolmades is you don't want a stodgy filling, you don't want it to be hard, and you also don't want a mushy filling. Now, we don't need to, like, caramelise the meat. All I'm going to do is break it up with my spoon. Now, I grew up eating these. I used to pack my dolmades in a little lunchbox container when I was a kid in primary school, and all the other kids would give me these strange looks, like, what are you eating? They were eating Vegemite sandwiches, and I was eating dolmades. But now they're trendy.
They are trendy.
Now you pay $30 for them at a restaurant.
I know. I mean, this is what makes dolmades, because essentially it's vine leaves, and inside the vine leaves we're going to wrap this beautiful rice and meat filling. Talk to me about these. What have we done with them and where can we get them?
Okay, so vine leaves are seasonal, so they grow in the warmer months. So we grow them in my mum's backyard, and in the winter months we snap freeze them, so we put them into packs of 50 and freeze them, so to last us all winter.
Well, my dad has a grapevine at the back, so I'm going to get him to start doing that for me.
Get him onto it, yeah,
and
snap
freeze
freeze
them.
them.
If you don't have a grapevine.
If you don't, you can buy them packaged in brine, but obviously the fresher ones taste better.
Yes.
What you can also do is actually use cabbage leaves.
Okay.
So all you need to do is when you're using the fresh leaves, just blanch them. So we've blanched these for about 30 seconds in some salted water, just to soften them and to make them more pliable. Now, Jussie, could I get you to pass the rice and the crushed tomato?
Would love to.
So just tip that straight in.
And that's a fresh tomato that you've grated.
Yeah, so I don't use tomato paste here. I don't want the tomato flavour to be too strong. I want it to be a really light filling. And we add some rice, so that rice has been pre-rinsed. Now, we pre-rinse it to remove the starch because we don't want our filling to be stodgy.
Yes.
We want it to be nice and light.
Okay.
Now, this only needs literally a few minutes. And I'm going to add a pinch of cracked pepper as well, Juzzy, just to give it some more flavour. And I think our herbs are ready to go in, so whenever you're ready.
I love this trio combination. Mint
So dill is synonymous with Greek cooking. Dill, parsley, mint, they're all very common Greek flavours. And we finish these off with the lemon juice. So you've got, the olive oil, the lemon juice, the dill, the parsley. It's really vibrant and fresh.
Very simple ingredients, and I think that's why we love Greek food so much. Is this recipe in your latest book?
It is. So we have Yiayia Sofia's recipe. She's very happy. She's got a seat at the table, Justine, and we've got the other kids' recipes in there. I've got my daughter's favourite fish fingers. I've got my son's favourite chicken soup. So it's a really family-friendly, practical cookbook.
Nice one.
Okay, so they're ready to go. We'll take those off the heat. Oh, I should add another pinch of salt at this point.
Yeah, you need that salt.
Now, what I do here, now the rice hasn't fully cooked, I should warn you. I do like to taste it a little bit, just to ensure that the seasoning is correct, because once they're rolled, you can't obviously adjust that.
I want to try it too.
Okay, so the rice is crunchy, but the seasoning is good.
It's perfect.
Seasoning's perfect. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get onto our rolling. So, Juzzy, what we need to do is first line this saucepan with vine leaves. Now, we do that for 2 reasons.
Yep.
We don't want the dolmades sticking to the base, and we don't want to burn them.
So straight in?
Yeah, so straight in, just line them.
One layer?
One layer. So, Juzzy, we're just going to let that filling cool down slightly, and I'll help you layer that pan.
How's that looking?
That looks perfect. Now, let's get straight into rolling. Have you got a tablespoon, Juzzy?
I'm ready to go.
Okay, so why don't we do this together? So when you roll your vine leaf, you've got the rough side here, and then you've got the smooth side. So you place it on the table with the veins sort of facing towards you, because you want the smooth side on the outside. Now, we grab between 2 teaspoons to a tablespoon, depending on the size of your leaf.
Of course.
Yeah, so you don't want too much. So that's about right. Just place it there. And then what we do is just fold over the sides like this. These are nice big ones. And then it's like you're wrapping a little present.
Okay.
Wrap it like that.
Yep.
And then you just get rolling.
So it needs to be that cylinder shape.
Yeah, that's right. So here we go, Juzzy. So that's what it should look like.
Nice.
Now, when we place them into the pan, we place them seam side down because we don't want them opening, and we want them nice and tightly sitting together. So we place them like that. We're going to fill this entire base with one layer. If you have extra dolmades, you can layer them on top of each other. That's totally fine. So we've got a lot of rolling to do.
Well, that was a lot of fun to roll and it just looks so pretty.
No, it's just a work of art, isn't it? So we're at the final stage now, Jazzy. All you need to do is drizzle some olive oil on top, say about 3 tablespoons, just drizzle that all around. And then what I'm going to ask you to do is put that dinner plate on top. So we need that weight of the dinner plate to stop the rolls from opening. So we just place that on top.
Upside down?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep.
Just like that.
Okay.
So hand it over. We'll put it over the low to medium flame. So what we also need to do as a final stage is pour in our water. Okay. So about 2 cups, 2 1/4 cups.
Yep.
And the reason we're doing that, Jazzy, is because our rice isn't cooked. So this is going to cook the rice. So it may look like a lot of water to start with, but it will soak it up. Okay. So we've got our water in there. Now we just pop our lid on top, so low heat, and we're going to simmer that for about 40 minutes, and then we're ready to eat.
Oh, I can't wait to try these. Helen, they look fantastic. They've swirled quite a lot because of the rice. Very nice.
I think Yiayia, Sofia will be very proud of you. We're going to make you an honorary Greek, Justine.
Oh, yeah, Sofia. I wish you were here. I'd give you a big kiss.
Justine Schofieldopoulos. I like it.
It's got a good ring to it.
So it's time to play it up. So, Jazzy, I might get you to just cut up that lemon into wedges. As again, we need lemon in this Greek cooking, so we're going to give that a little squeeze at the end.
Okay.
So just a dollop of yogurt. You can even serve these with tzatziki. So it's nice to place these on a platter in a row. Now, these are highly addictive, Justine. I must warn you. I think I've had like 15 in one sitting.
Well, I reckon I could beat that because I've got a whole pan to get through and I will get through these.
All right, so now just a little squeeze of lemon juice.
Yes, squeeze.
And you've got some yogurt there too. You can use tzatziki, as I said. So here's a fork and knife for you.
And if these were cooler, we'd probably use our hands.
Yeah, of course.
But these are still nice and warm. I must admit, I usually do eat dolmades when they're cold, so I love that these are warm.
I like them warm, but, you know, personal preference.
They are so juicy inside. I love the vine leaves. And with the yogurt, it just goes so well together. Thank you, Yiayia, Sofia. I love these. And I love you too!